I'll wait till everybody comes. I got a smile for him. He tries to take pictures, but I'm not smiling. They look terrible. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brian Bolton, President and CEO of the League City Regional Chamber of Commerce, and we're honored to be here at American Legion Post 554, right?
Nice job.
Today we're
What side is it
celebrating through a ribbon cutting. You guys, your post just joined our chamber, the League City Chamber. We're just about 2 miles away from here. And we're going to help support each other, spread the good word about what you guys are doing, like what you've done with the Kerrville collection over here. That's awesome. Commander was telling me a little bit about it earlier. But the work you guys do with veterans and their families and supporting them, patriotism that you always feel when you're with the American Legion. I worked at the YMCA in Baton Rouge for many years, and we had a good relationship with the American Legion there, and they had some great baseball teams. But I understand League City has one too. They're going to the Nationals, right? The
Championship.
The champions, the
World
World
Series.
Series.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that's great. So thank you for all your support and for what you guys do. We're here to serve you guys. Let us know what you need. We're here for you. I want to introduce my team so you know who they are here. The lady in the pink dress.
The
Aqua Science.
And I do membership and marketing at the chamber.
Right.
I'm Gina, and I do all the special events.
Right. And then the gentleman here with the daughter.
I take pictures and answer the phone.
All right. That's right. He's good at both. So I want to go ahead and hand it over to Commander. He's got a few words to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As you mentioned, I'm the commander here at League City Post 554. My name is Luis Garcia. I'm newly elected, so this is all fairly new to me. I want to thank everyone that came today, that also our Legionnaires and some of the factions that we also have represented, of our Ladies Auxiliary and our sons of the American Legion are also attended, and our Boy Scouts. When I saw them here too. It's definitely a special occasion for us. One of the things that I see that most people have a misunderstanding of what we are. They think that it's not a veterans organization that does other things. So our vision moving forward is really to promote our community service over what we normally do in-house. One of the things that really separated the norm to what our new vision is when the Kerrville flood happened. Within hours, we were making phone calls on how are we going to do this. Some people were like, well, we've never done something like this. And that's my background nationally, is I've done disaster recovery for a little over 15 years in the private sector as a contractor. So for me, it was not hard to do. And within days, we had, this room was half full of collections. We got the word out. We partnered with the city. We partnered with other organizations to help spread the word at a broader and quicker pace than we could here locally. And in return, that message not only got on the local news, but the national networks also picked the message up and spread the word. It isn't because of who we are here locally, it's who we are internally. And we are a veteran service organization that looks more for not just the veterans, but also veterans, families of veterans, and then our community. What better way to reach out to our community to show Kerrville is 4.5 hours away? We were able to do this pretty quick. And with the help of the Boy Scouts, we were able to get our first load there pretty fast. So this is actually about the tail end of our supply run. We've also received quite a bit in monetary donations, close to $3,000. But it's from people like you, people in our community, businesses. People were coming in, bringing everything we could possibly imagine in, all throughout times of every single day. People were worried, how are we going to get this stuff over there? We'll figure that out. But the message that we want to put out for the city is that the American Legion needs to be the go-to organization. There's a lot of organizations out there. There's a lot of people that say, hey, we want to be that, but when it comes time to action, it's those that will answer the call and then figure out how. And so my message is, we're gonna answer the call. We'll figure out the logistics, but we have the people that are willing to participate in the desire to put back into our community. That's what it is for us, and that's our hopes for joining the chamber, is that we could reach out to the other businesses to let them know that we're not just a building sitting here on Highway 3. Some people don't even know what the American Legion does, and that's different than some of the other organizations. We don't have to be members or veterans of a foreign war. We just have to be a veteran, a family member of a veteran, a son of a veteran, things of that nature. So we are the oldest veteran organization in the country. We are primarily and solely responsible for things like the Veterans Administration, Veterans Affairs, nationally. So historically, the American Legion is the oldest. We do more. We do have the ability to have lobbyists. We have a lot of people that's all they do to make sure that we get the federal help that we need. And so the message out there for the American Legion is do your messaging organically outside of the normal confines of the veteran community. And as our veteran community starts to grow with the young veterans coming in, how do we get them engaged, not only locally, but also statewide? And that's one of the things I wanted to see how this was going to develop with our Pervert response. We've gotten messages from all over the country from other veterans organizations, not just American Legion. I've talked to several of the VFWs, said, how did you do what you just did? You just did it. You know, we just did it. Sometimes I may ask for forgiveness before permission, but the fact is the community comes first. And that's the message that we want all of League City to know. So through different channels, whether it be the private sector, the local government, state government, federal, we want people to know that League City is here, and our post specifically will take the lead on anything that we need to get done locally, even if it's 4 hours away. And so for us, when we first joined the chamber, we thought, okay, how can this work? And it's going to work mutually. It's all organically. That's one of the things that I want to do, is make sure that everything we do is done within the membership. We have a ton of people here that want to serve. They want to give back to the community. They just don't know how. They don't know who to talk to. And so hopefully our partnership with the chamber opens the doors for other people to understand not only what we do. We do flag retirement ceremonies. A lot of people aren't aware of that. I don't know how many times you've probably seen on social media, where do I take a flag that needs to be properly disposed? It's with the combined efforts of the Boy Scouts that we are able to do that here. And we do it once a year. We may end up going twice a year because we do have quite a bit that does get brought to our attention. And so on social media, if anybody sees somebody that's asking, you can just say, check out the American Legion 554, and then we'll take it from there. And so all we're asking for is connect us with those people that need whatever we can do. And as we grow, we want to be able to show the community that we are that organization. I was mentioning earlier, on a side note, that at our state convention a couple months ago, just before I actually became the commander, the American Red Cross was there, and they came out and did this big speech. Afterwards, everybody's walking around to the vendors, and the representative pulled me aside and said, "You're the guy. You know what you meant." Found out she had heard what had happened. I said, "It's not me. It's our organization." And she said, we want to figure out how to do something. So I took the initiative, and we became we're in the process actually of becoming the Galveston County Command Center for the American Red Cross in the event that a disaster happens. We have the facility, we have the parking lot areas for big trucks, for whatever it is that they have. We have people willing to participate and volunteer. And I think what better way to show the community than to have a national organization right here. And I think it's going to be a really good thing. And with that, we've actually started to develop our own disaster recovery team. The acronym for that is the ALERT team, which is American Legion Emergency Response Team. And so we're going to come up with our own plan and our own way to be able to facilitate that. So if you have things you want to donate, like trailers, supplies, and things that would help us do that, by all means, we will be that conduit, and we can partner with you as well. So if you're a business and you want to find out how to participate in some of the things that we do for veterans, or you're a veteran-owned organization or company, our doors are wide open. We are open to the public, but we are a membership organization. So that's another thing that a lot of people don't know, is that the hall we're sitting in is available for rental, as well as other facilities that we have as we grow. And so if you have anything that you want to host, or get together, an event, anything like that, please reach out to us. A lot of that information is on our website. We do have some handouts if you decide you want to take a look at hall rental opportunities. But reach out to us if there's anything we can do as a veterans organization, community service, things like that. We're here for that. And we look forward to growing this partnership as we move forward. So we're excited that we're able to do this today. I'm glad for all the companies and the dignitaries. We do have representatives here from Congressman Randy Weber's office, also for Greg Bonnet's office, Cindy Butcher's here also. And so at this point, I would like to introduce Dan Wallace, who is actually now a member here at the Mayor.
All right, yeah, so I saw some of you guys looking at me. Yes, I'm that ginger bearded guy that got voted in last Thursday. Who stood up and spoke on the whole thing that was voted for. So I want to let you guys know that I don't know if anyone ever heard in the military, but current congressman, that's a real thing actually. That's a real thing. So I handle all DoD issues, all branches of service, and more importantly for you all, VA. Now, what I can't do is I can't start a claims process for you, and I cannot call the VA and say, hey, prove their discipline. Now, I can call you if you start getting problems at the medical center, someone's mistreating you, you're not getting medications, you're getting randomly canceled appointments, and you can't navigate the app. They said they sent you an email, and then they sent you a letter 3 Christmases ago, and you were no-show. I can handle stuff like that within 10 minutes, probably. So if you guys have issues with the VA on that aspect, it's very quick. Now, I can inquire about your claims, but they're going to tell me the same thing they tell you guys. It's in the process, and they're waiting to get it sent through and get a percentage. So, sorry there. I can't do anything there. But look forward to doing a lot more in the future. You guys being a 501c, we host events every year, veterans events, and have a bunch of organizations come in, set up booths. I think this year we're going to try and have one more focused on home buying. A lot of people don't know about that with VA home loans. Also, it's just be a giant resource fair. We're going to combine arms. Serve, I don't know if you guys know any of them, but we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff this year. That'll be in November, so we'll see you guys then. With that all being said, we want to present the commander with a certificate for this ribbon cutting. Audrey, if you would come up here. Audrey is our intern. Her dad is a Marine. So, this is near and dear to her heart, the veterans and everything. So, we did.
Okay, here we go. Take 2 pictures. 1. There's 2. Thank you.
So I'd like to read it to you. A certificate of special congressional recognition presented to American Legion Post 554. It is my honor to congratulate you on your ribbon cutting with the League City Regional Chamber of Commerce. Your unwavering dedication to serving veterans and the community exemplifies the values of service, sacrifice, and unity. Thank you for providing a place to gather and connect for veterans across the 14th Congressional District of Texas.
Okay, wasn't prepared for that. I didn't know we were getting one. Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate your support, and not only your membership, but also your participation in the future. And we do have a lot of things that we're going to sign you up. All right. Next, I'd like to introduce Cindy Butcher. She's the district director for Representative Greg Baldwin's office.
Woohoo! Hi, thank you all so much for having us here today. As Stacy said, my name is Cindy Butcher, and I do serve as the District Director for State Representative Dr. Greg Bonin. Dr. Bonin has served in the legislature. He represents League City. He's completed his 7th session, although now we're in a special session, as many of you are aware. And Dr. Bonin is serving on the Select Committee for the Flooding and Disaster Relief. And so things like this that y'all have done, that impact, it has an impact in our community, but the impact that you're having across the community of Texas, we so greatly appreciate. We appreciate your service to our country. We appreciate all that the American Legion does on behalf of veterans and service members, and it's very near and dear to Dr. Bonin's heart, and so I'm just thrilled to get to be here today. I'm sorry he couldn't be here, but he is in Austin today, so one of my things I get to do is represent him out in the community and get to meet fine people like you. And thank you for your service, and thank you for all that you do for our community. And I can assure you, y'all will see me hanging out at the American Legion Board, probably with, what did you call yourself? The ginger bearded? So, congratulations on joining the chamber. We look forward to seeing that partnership and all the fruits of your labor that come through your partnership with the chamber. So thank you all so much for having us here today.
Okay, we also have representatives here from the city, so I'd like Scott Livingston, if you would, come up and say a few words.
Yes. Thank you, Commander. Yes. Well, on behalf of the city, how exciting it is to have this relationship with the VFW, the American Legion. I think when people drive by the VFW, maybe they recognize the military service, the lives, the sacrifice that you gave for the country. But I think sometimes people forget the continued leadership and continued service of your organization. And as a director in the city, I'm the Economic Development Director, but when you think about what makes a healthy community, and if you think in terms of prosperity, it's not always just about money. It's about character, it's about leadership, it's about love and service to one another. And if you think about a community almost like a potluck, if everyone comes to a meal and only one person brought something to share, and everyone's got their hands out, it's hard to have a healthy or a prosperous community. But if every nonprofit brings something, I mean, look at what you guys have already done with your former service, your current service, your future service. If every nonprofit and church entity had the mindset about serving the community as you do, talking about your leadership, that would be extraordinary. It's like going to a potluck, not with just one dish, but several dishes. Everyone in the community shows up, and there's more than enough to carry and take care of every need in that community. So I appreciate your service. The city needs nonprofits. They need organizations like the VFW in order to be healthy, in order to be prosperous, in order to be successful. I'm also on the board of directors for Scouting America, so I'm very cognizant of the service you provide to PAC 554 and Troop 554. They are leaders in our council, and I believe that the reason they emulate that service and leadership is because what they get from you all here in this facility. So you impact scouting, and you impact scouting, you impact the community. So through your service, through your collaboration with the chamber, through all the things you do with flag retirement and opening up your hall and inviting people to come to Memorial Day services, and I'm sure that's only a small list of all the things you do. But as you open up to the community and continue to serve and lead, I think people will understand, and I hope I say this right, but service above self, service before self, and many of the things you do as military members, I think the city, the members of our community would have a more intimate appreciation and understanding of what it means to serve. And I think that makes us a better community, and I think that makes us a better country. So thank you for your service. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your leadership on behalf of the city of League City.